All right, let's take a look at this afternoon's top trending stories. The controversy continues to grow now over the decision by the Detroit Water and Sewerage Department to cut off service to customers who have not paid their bills. And now even Cher is weighing in. Yes, singer Cher. And also the Oscar-winning actress. She took to Twitter to rant about this issue. One tweet reads, "Condolences to disenfranchised people of Detroit. I'm sorry that you are no longer a part of America. No water since March and no elected official to serve you." We asked our Local 4 Facebook fans what they think of Cher's comments. Ronald writes in, "Sorry, Cher, you're out of line. If I don't pay my bill, I expect the service will be cut off. So what makes it any different whether you are in Detroit or Birmingham? Keep your opinions to yourself." And Michael posts, "Dear Cher, you're wealthy. You pay their bills." You too can join this conversation on our Local 4 Facebook page.
Thanks, Chris. Tonight, the water shutoffs in Detroit are getting more national attention with the protests that attracted some star power. Check out who showed up in the D today.
The whole world is watching, okay? This story isn't over.
All right, that was the Hulk. Actor Mark Ruffalo, he took up the cause along with the crowd marching throughout the streets. Their numbers were bolstered by some 2,000 people attending a political conference at Cobo. At times, the demonstration looked almost like a sideshow, but protesters have a serious problem with the city shutting off water to homes over past due bills.
I see it as a humanitarian crisis. Water is a right.
I feel really bad just because they get behind in their bill.
Come all the way to Chicago said to let Detroit that cut water off is in the way.
All right, the city says the shutoffs are aimed at accounts that are at least 60 days past due. The crackdown began in March to collect nearly $90 million owed by residents and businesses.
Caught on video.
Oh, that's such a shame. All right, thanks a lot, Simon.
Detroit residents angry over water shutoffs headed to court today, but before they could get the court to take any kind of action, the city decided to stop water shutoffs for 15 days so they could launch an assistance campaign.
7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner is live downtown and was in the court when all this happened. And Jim, is this dispute over water shutoffs finally over?
No, and far from that, Glenda. Here's where we stand right now. Detroit is really handling a delicate balancing act. They don't want to look inhumane, but they also have tens of millions in water bills that have not been collected. So it's a 15-day moratorium, we are told. They will resume the shutoffs then. It's playing out here in bankruptcy court and big time in the court of public opinion. When 1,000 people marched the streets of Detroit on Friday, it kept the water story flowing in the eyes of the nation. Was it enough to drive the city into the moratorium on shutoffs?
No, this is really a response to the court. The judge was pretty much satisfied with what we were doing.
That judge, Stephen Rhodes, last week said more than 7,000 water shutoffs this spring alone was a solvable problem. He called the pause on shutoffs to start the assistance campaign creative. Others use a different term.
I think it's a victory on our part if it's real. If it's real, give them time to hopefully turn some more people's water on, but it's only a partial victory.
10 people and several organizations filed this lawsuit asking the judge for a temporary restraining order to stop the shutoffs. That did not happen. For now, they'll hold talks.
We are prepared to litigate an equal protection claim as well as a due process claim, a health and safety claim.
Former Detroit City Council member Joanne Watson says years ago the council passed a reduced percentage payment program for low-income residents. It has not been used.
It was implemented during the Kilpatrick era. It was planned that Mercado opposed it, resisted, but we got it passed.
Detroit has been in close bankruptcy mediation with suburban officials to turn the Detroit Water and Sewerage Department into a regional authority. But talks have stalled over a 40 to 50% delinquency rate on bills. Under Emergency Manager Kevin Orr, the shutoffs increased starting last fall and accelerated this year.
I'm here with people who have spent over 4 hours on the phone repeatedly trying to get through to DWSD.
So for the next 2 weeks, the city will be on a campaign to help people who need assistance get it. And then in 15 days, the shutoffs will resume. Nothing is scheduled right now here in court. I'm live downtown, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you, Jim. Well, it's a huge project, and it's much more than just a new hockey arena for this. Chris Illich is the man out front for the Illich family, and he gives 7 Action News reporter Dave Llewellyn a closer look at the vision for the arena, the sports and entertainment district.
It is going to be so cool.
Renderings of the new home for the Red Wings display a unique look.